The Huntsville City Council president sat down with our Way 31i team to explain his reasoning behind a proposal that would give council members thousands of dollars in discretionary funds. It's a story we first brought you here on Way 31 News at 10 Thursday night. Way 31's Nicole Zedek joins us now live with this follow-up and what the council president had to say.
President Meredith says this is a way for each council member to better serve their community, especially if a problem comes up during the year that's not already covered in the city's annual budget. This way, each district would have $75,000 of unearmarked money to help tackle that unforeseen problem. And Meredith says this is something that other cities are already doing. And Huntsville isn't a complete stranger to this type of fund either.
The utilization, if you will, of discretionary funds is not an unusual occurrence within our state.
Council President John Meredith points to 10 other cities, from Birmingham to Bessemer, that all have discretionary funds of different values.
In a city whose budget is several hundreds millions of dollars, what we're talking about is not a huge amount of money.
It's also not a completely new idea for Huntsville.
At one point in time, there were discretionary funds within the city of Huntsville.
The city's archives are missing a few key points, but Meredith says there are documents from the early 2000s which show a discretionary fund, but it's unclear when it started or when it was taken away.
I thought we needed it so, again, that we could better serve our unique constituencies.
$75,000 to better serve each district. Well, not enough money for any major improvement projects. Meredith says it could help some smaller organizations.
Some of those smaller groups don't get the funding that, $10,000 to them could keep them going for a year to supply much needed services to our citizens.
Allowing council members to help organizations that might not be included in the annual budget, but it's still not a free-for-all for each council member.
Every dollar that a council person wants to expend through the discretionary fund will be voted on by the full council, just like every other taxpayer dollar that we spend.
Meredith originally wrote this proposal as an ordinance that would have been introduced at last night's city council meeting. However, he said about a week ago he realized it really belonged as a resolution to be discussed during the city's annual budgeting session. He said he tried to remove it off of the agenda last week, but in reality, it wasn't removed from the agenda until about an hour before the start of the meeting, which was after we started digging into the proposal. Reporting live in Huntsville, Nicole Zedek, Way 31 News.
Thanks, Nicole. The Discretionary Improvement Fund will be discussed on August 18th at a council work session devoted to the upcoming fiscal year budget.